get started. For this first exercise, you can sit in a comfortable position either on the floor or in a chair if that's better for you. And all you're going to do is simply bring your right hand to the top of your head and tip your right ear towards your right shoulder. So you're going to be side bent to the right. And then what you're going to do is just shift your eyes only, so your head's going to stay in this position and your eyes only are going to go up and towards the left. So they're going to move towards the left side of your vision. And we're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. And just keep your head in that same position. There's no need to strain. You may notice a sigh or a swallow or a breath that's a little bit deeper than your other ones. And go ahead and release that. And now we're just going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So take a quick break if you need to. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring your left hand to the top of your head, bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, get a little side bend in there, and then move your eyes upward and towards the right. And we're just going to hold this again for 30 seconds. And this is helping us to break up these habitual patterns of tension and to shift out of an activated state to one where we're a little bit more calm, a little bit more present. And then go ahead and release that. Now, if you don't notice a sigh or a swallow, you can certainly hold that for longer. 30 seconds is the minimum, but you can definitely do a minute or even longer than that. For the next exercise, we're going to do a very similar movement, but we're going to take it a little bit deeper. So that was really focused on breaking up any tension in your neck and relaxing all the neck muscles. We're going to bring it down into your rib cage. So your vagus nerve actually goes, it's a cranial nerve, and it goes down your neck and into your torso and comes all the way down into your viscera. So we're going to do a little bit of movement in your rib cage to help break up the tension there. So you're going to do a similar thing with your hands. So right hand to the top of your head, but then you're going to take your left hand and reach around to put it on your side, on your rib cage here. And then what you're going to do is as you bring your head down, so your right ear goes towards your right shoulder, you're going to make that bend a little bit deeper. So you're going to bend through your rib cage using your left hand to pull your ribs away. So you should feel them closing underneath your hand, and your whole spine will bend into a C shape. And then we're just going to do the same thing with our eyes. You're going to bring them up and to the left, and again we'll hold this for 30 seconds. Again, don't strain. There's no reason to be an overachiever. So if this is uncomfortable for you, make the movement smaller. And then go ahead and release that. And you may notice your breathing is a little bit easier. You might feel a little more calm. If you have some emotions come up, sometimes that'll happen. If you need to take a break, go ahead and do that. With these exercises, less is actually more. I really base a lot of my work on a concept called titration, which is a word that comes from chemistry. It's something that chemists will use to mix two substances that when you pour them together in large quantities, so you have like maybe half a cup of this one and half a cup of that one, you just pour them together, they don't mix. But if you do it drop by drop by drop, then they'll start to blend and mix together. So the same is true for these exercises. Large doses can be hard for your system to integrate, whereas little drops can help make cumulative changes that over time are much more impactful. So if you need to take a break, take a break. If that was enough for you, that's totally fine. If you're ready to continue, we're going to do the other side. So you're going to bring your left hand up to the top of your head, Side bend your left ear to your left shoulder. Your right hand goes onto the left side of your rib cage, and you're going to create that nice C shape through your ribs. And then your vision is going to go up and to the right. Your eyes are going to go up to the right. Remembering that it's okay to make this a small movement, particularly if you have had any injuries to your ribs, if you've had surgeries, heart surgeries where ribs have been cracked, abdominal surgeries, any kind of trauma, physical trauma to your torso, and of course any emotional trauma. If this needs to be a smaller movement, that's totally fine. Go ahead and release that. And really,